So this HP laptop came into the shop today because every time you boot it up, it comes to this automatic repair screen. So we're going to see if we can run some repair utilities to get this thing to boot up, or see if we might just need to do a reload of Windows. And I can hear you guys already. Windows 11 is malware. Microsoft sucks. And I can also hear you Linux guys out there. Linux is better than Windows. Never use Windows. The user brought this in with Windows on it. They want to stay with Windows. So we're going to see if we can't get this repaired. And if we can't, we're going to do a fresh copy of Windows. So you might be wondering, why is this happening? There's a bunch of different reasons why you might be greeted with this screen. This could be a failed update. This could be a bad driver. It could be a hardware issue, but it's our job to figure out why this is happening and what we need to do to get it fixed. So I've ran through all the basic diagnostic options inside of here. We're going to try not to do a reset of the operating system. We can even try to do a system restore and see if we can get into the machine. It is asking us for a recovery key. So obviously this thing does have BitLocker on it, which is an encryption software made by Microsoft. But we're going to call the customer and see if they have their BitLocker key. And if not, we're just going to have to end up doing a reload. So we were trying to do a system restore, and this thing does for sure have BitLocker on it, although it doesn't say BitLocker in particular, but it says enter the recovery key to get going again. So we called the customer to see if he can get his recovery key. Basically, we told him to go to this aka.ms recovery key site to see if he can find his key, and he's going to call us back and let us know if he's able to retrieve it or not. If so, we should be able to make some headway and at least get the data off of it, and if not, we're just going to have to reload this machine. So we were able to get the BitLocker recovery key from the customer, and we are going to do a system restore to see if we can restore this back to before the problem started. If so, we should be able to boot into Windows, and we will be disabling BitLocker here in the future, but if not, we got to figure out what else is going on. So we will check back as soon as this is done. All right, so it says that we have a successful restore, so we're going to reboot and see if this is accurate. And it does look like we are in the process of booting, so I think the restore may have actually worked after we were able to enter the BitLocker recovery key. Without that key, we would have just had to reload this computer entirely without being able to save the programs and the data. But it looks like since we were able to get the key, we will be able to get this one successfully back out the door. We will sign into Windows first and disable BitLocker. That way this doesn't become an issue again, but this should be another one that's going out the door. So if you've made it this far in the video, we would like to ask you for a very tiny favor. We're trying to grow this channel organically, and we would really appreciate a follow if this is the type of content that you're into on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe like this video. It helps the algorithm to push our video more up towards the top. So thanks for watching.